Hello and welcome to the Revolut Insider Podcast, where we explore Revolut's rocket ship from the inside out, one episode at a time. I'm your host, Alex Carril, and joining me today is Klaudia Dziergwa. Hey, Klaudia.
Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for having me today.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You are a Financial Crime Operations Manager, and you are the chair of our Revolut Women's Guild.
That's right.
Thanks so much for being here. And I was wondering if you would give us some insight into leading a financial crime team at Revolut, while giving some tips for other managers and also people who might be interested in joining our team as well.
With pleasure. I can share some details about my roles in Revolut.
You said roles, and that's true, because as the chair of the RevWomen Guild, I also want to hear some more about that.
Sure. So where should we start today?
Let's talk about your position here at Revolut as an operations manager for the financial crime department, or FinCrime as we often call it. Can you give me an overview of what financial crime might consist of and why it's important for a financial services company like Revolut?
So when we talk about the financial crime, we're talking about all sorts of stuff that people do to cheat the system. So think about money laundering, fraud, bribery. It's basically anything that is illegal and involves money. Now, for the companies like Revolut, which is everything about modern financial services, innovation in the financial field with highest focus on the customer security, it's making financial as easy as possible for everyone, and general saying dealing with those financial crimes as priority. Why? First of all, it's all about keeping customers safe. Revolut has millions of users relying on them for their financial needs, and they've got to make sure that nobody's getting scammed, right? If customer cannot trust Revolut to keep their money safe, then everything will fall apart. Then there's the whole legal side of the business. As financial companies like Revolut have to follow rules of regulation to make sure they're not accidentally helping criminals to do their things. It's not just about staying out of the trouble. It's about doing what's the right and playing by the rules. And in my department, we're making sure each of our processes and procedures are aligned. And let's not forget about staying ahead of the game. The bad guys, let's call them the bad guys, are always coming up with the new tricks to try and beat the system. Not only in Revolut, all of the financial companies are the target on the market. So Revolut has to be one step ahead, and it is. That means using the latest technology, keeping an eye on the suspicious activity, and making sure defenses are rock solid. Trust me, I have seen so many things the fraudsters are trying to achieve, really creative, artistic sometimes.
Oh, wow.
But in Revolut, we are focusing to prevent it.
And what about your role as an operations manager? What does it consist of?
As an operational manager in the KYC department, my work is to make sure that we are doing everything that I mentioned before. So me and Witold Tomalak, as operational manager in KYC, we consist of many areas like process management. So we oversee the entire KYC processes.
KYC means know your customer.
Knowing your customer, exactly. So from customer onboarding to ongoing monitoring. This means designing workflows, setting up system, establishing processes to streamline the KYC process while ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements are in place. That means as well leadership, so leading the KYC team responsible for verifying and identifying customers and their risk profiles. Quality assurance to ensure that our processes meet the highest standards in Revolut. I would say technology and innovation management as well, because we collaborate with other teams in Revolut to leverage automation and innovative solution to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of our KYC processes. In practice, it can be process optimization, because we maintain together work in best practice and regulatory developments in the field of KYC.
That's a lot of plates to spin.
Yeah, sometimes it's challenging, yeah.
Wow. And what's the goal of the financial crime team that you manage?
Generally speaking, I would say provide the best customer support, which means prevention, detection, investigation, compliance, and continuous improvement. So in essence, we aim to make sure our customers are protected and we deliver our service in the highest quality, and our environment is built on trust and integrity. This way, Revolut can keep doing what it does best, so offering safe, secure, and best financial services to people all around the world.
Are there any strategies that you've implemented to improve the customer experience?
I think one key strategy is improving our communication to ensure timely and helpful responses to customer questions, right? So my team and I are focusing on expanding our customer support team and investing in training programs to empower our team members to provide exceptional service. We are focused on personalization as well to better meet the individual needs and preferences.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for the work that you do to help Revolut customers around the world. How do you manage the responsibilities of managing a big team that's so important and so necessary at Revolut, plus overseeing the RevWomen Guild?
The answer is really simple. It's all about the people in Revolut and the passion we share. Each of us is like a piece of a puzzle, I think, contributing on distinct skills and expertise together. So together we create one whole and we share and celebrate our success. So this is what it gives me 500% of the power to do more.
Wow. Well, congratulations on work well done.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel being a woman leader in the fintech space?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking. Thank you for this question. I would say it's a privilege to represent women in fintech and to demonstrate that this is not like a limitation, but it's a source of the strength and innovation. So I feel really empowered. I feel really inspired. I see this as a big opportunity to break barriers as well and pave the way for more diverse leadership.
You're definitely doing it. And I think just sharing your experience, hopefully it'll reach people who might be interested or might be thinking about a career in fintech.
Hope so. Thank you.
I'll take this moment to ask you, is there any advice you have for other young women thinking about a career in fintech?
Absolutely, because this is something I missed at the beginning of my work journey. So first, stay curious, continuously expand your knowledge in fintech and never stop learning new skills. Secondly, I would say don't be afraid to share your unique perspective and demonstrate your skills, as this will lead you 100% to a meaningful impact. The third one, seek out for mentors, for the good work friends who can support and guide you along your journey. This was crucial for me. I have to underline that, to be surrounded by the people who are always willing to help you and support you. And the last, believe in yourself.
Oh, I love that. Really good advice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Going back to RevWomen, can you tell us more about this guild, which is our business resource group focusing on empowering women here at Revolut?
The guild was established in September 2022, and from that time we came up with our amazing name, RevWomen, and that was the moment when the adventure has started. So RevWomen, generally speaking, is focused on support, but not understood in form of good words and virtual power hacks, but in form of set of interesting workshop focusing on career development in fintech, inspiring session and live interview with the woman of highest management position. Then we have as well initiative which helps with soft and technical skills development and as well campaign. So focusing on charity support for equal education and female rights. So I would say more external activity. So RevWomen never stop.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
How do you motivate participation in a group with a team that's located around the world?
What is good about it, even if we're located in different countries, we're trying to be united. We're always motivated, I have to admit, because we have the same goal. So we're promoting female empowerment.
And who doesn't want to contribute to that?
Exactly. This is what I meant.
Are there any activities you've launched during your time as a RevWomen Guild chair that you're particularly proud of?
I have to say that I am proud of every initiative or activities we run under RevWomen, but I would answer that my favorite one are live interview, live interaction with the women in our companies on the highest management position. So like CEO Japan or CEO India. I have to admit that I really learned a lot on these calls.
And I'm sure it was not just beneficial for you, but to everyone listening on the calls.
Exactly. We receive a lot of positive feedback, so it was really, really great moment.
And I think, having these mentors that even if they're virtual, right, you have these mentors that you can look up to, you can see how have they been able to succeed in their careers, in their lives. And I think that's also part of empowerment is giving that hope, giving a vision of what you also can achieve.
Yes, I completely agree with you.
Yeah. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to ask you, Klaudia, about how you found yourself at Revolut.
Okay, happy to share.
All right. We'll be right back with more Insider Views. Did you know you can use your Revolut app to make a charitable donation? Choose from a huge selection of charities and effortlessly donate money with a tap. Charities get 100% of your donation, so you can feel good knowing that your whole contribution goes straight to the cause you care about. Do some good with Revolut. We're back here on the Revolut Insider Podcast with Financial Crime Operations Manager and Chair of our RevWomen Guild, Klaudia Dziergwa. Did I say your last name right, Klaudia?
It was correct.
Dziergwa.
Dziergwa, exactly.
When you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's going to sound like that.
Yeah, like it's really hard to pronounce that even for Polish people. So I kind of get used to, no worries.
Well, thanks so much again for being here. And I wanted to ask you about your journey at Revolut and how you got into the world of FinCrime.
I have to say it was a destiny because I wanted to find a work with constant challenges and opportunities to grow, to learn, where I could meet people from all around the world. And this is how I started. I joined the Revolut as a KYC team leader. And after 11 months, I was promoted to operational manager.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And now you're a manager here. You had mentioned it is a remote team, right? We're working from different areas and all coming together to work on some projects. So what are some pros and cons, in your opinion, of managing a remote team?
I think everyone will agree with me that remote work offers flexibility for team members, allowing them to balance work and personal life more effectively.
Definitely.
What I observe as well, working remotely in Revolut, it enables to hire the best candidates regardless of the location. It often leads to increased productivity of employees because they can work in comfortable environment and even in different time zones. So besides that, it fosters for a more inclusive culture, breaking down geographical barriers and providing equal opportunities for all. So this is what I observe. For cons, I think communication can be more difficult, leading to sometimes potential misunderstanding. And building team cohesion requires effort to foster connection among the members. But nevertheless, I think careful planning and effective communication, strong leadership, good managing can be highly successful and rewarding.
It sounds like you really enjoy the work that you're doing and being part of your team. Is there anything that stands out to you of what you most enjoy? The opportunity to collaborate and work closely with people on a daily basis because each team member brings their own unique perspective, skills, experiences to the table, which makes our interaction really dynamic. And my team creates a positive and motivating work environment that makes coming to work each day just a pleasure. Do you have any experience in recruiting for your team too?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, obviously, since you're overlooking a team, I imagine you would. What steps in the hiring process are you part of?
I will call it as a last step because it's related to making decision about hiring in KYC. So I met with the candidates. We discussed the people management aspect, operational management aspect, and we are focusing on problem-solving breakdown. So analysis of the cases we are daily facing in KYC.
Oh, we've talked about that on previous episodes, like the problem-solving interview part of it.
Exactly.
It's a tough one for people to get over, but it is an important part that shares with us how you problem solve, how you can think creatively, and get to the root of a problem.
Exactly.
Can you tell me a bit about what you look for in potential Revoluters when conducting these interviews?
I'm searching for people who are able to think outside of the box, who are creative, who are not afraid to share their ideas, and they are not limiting their answers to the standard processes and the procedures flow they're aware of, right?
Yes.
So I'm really data-driven person, so I highly appreciate analytical way of thinking, understanding the power of the values of the numbers and possible usage of them, right? So that are the key points I'm really focused when conducting the interview.
And what about when overseeing someone who's new to the team? What approach as a manager do you take to ensure a smooth onboarding experience for a new Revoluter?
I think I prioritize creating a welcoming and supportive environment with also clear communication about expectation, responsibilities, resources available for new joiners. So I think it's applicable for any company, right, in any industry.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so people will know that they can count on me and any other members of the team, and they know as well that they should not be afraid just to ask.
I think for someone who just starts in a company, sometimes they might feel like they can't ask these questions. So I think feeling encouraged to be able to and having a supportive environment where I can just Slack them, I can send them a quick message and get this answer without feeling like I'm asking too many questions.
Exactly.
In your experience, how do you positively encourage someone to take on new challenges?
I have to answer this question like there's no challenge when not stepping outside of your comfort zone. So I always let people know how I believe in them, in their abilities and skills, and that I will be there to assist them along the way. Plus, I would say I talk openly about the fear of the failure because this is something that blocks people usually. So you will fail 1, 2, 3 times, and finally you will reach the point you always dream about, right? So you just need to try.
Yeah, I love that. Try.
Exactly.
Yeah. You won't get
Beautiful,
anywhere.
Right?
It is. It's so simple too. You won't get anywhere unless you try.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you think it's important to have a mentor or someone in your corner cheering you on?
Absolutely. Having a mentor or someone in your corner cheering you on can make a significant difference in your personal and professional development. So mentors provide a guidance, right? Support, some valuable insight based on their own experience. So helping you basically navigate challenges and make proper decisions. So having a mentor will help you to grow and to succeed. So that's 100%.
Yeah. Do you have any advice on how to find a mentor?
I would say, based on my experience, it's to make friends right away. Do not be afraid to ask a question, to Slack people, to just communicate and say everything really honestly.
Yeah, great advice. And how can you, and maybe you can talk to women in particular, be a champion for yourself?
I would say there are a couple of aspects here. First, it's important to recognize your value, embracing your unique strengths and abilities with confidence. Secondly, setting ambitious goals and searching for opportunities that align with your aspiration, with your passions. As well, searching for supportive network or mentors, as we mentioned before, because they can offer you guidelines, help, and feedback along your journey. And what I always share with RevWomen is celebrate your achievements and milestones with pride and gratitude.
Oh, well, I love that. I think it's so important to celebrate your successes and even small wins. Like small wins show the effort that you're making along the way to achieving greater goals.
Yes.
All right, Klaudia. Well, when you're not being a leader here at work, what do you like to do in your free time?
That's a good question. So I love playing squash. This is my hobby since many years already. So you can find me on the court for sure. In the same time, skiing, hiking in the mountain. Besides that, learning new languages because that's what I spend most of my time. And as well, taking care of my dog. So we love spending time outside and exploring new places together. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you first about how many languages you speak.
Currently 4.5, let's say, because I'm still learning the one language. So 4.5.
4.5. Okay, I'm going to guess. It's English?
Yes.
Polish?
Yes.
French?
Oui.
Okay. And I don't know. Okay, what is the fourth and the half?
The fourth is German.
Okay.
Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen.
Ah.
And now I'm learning Korean as well.
Korean, interesting. Yes. What made you decide to learn Korean?
I think the food.
Oh,
I love Korean food. So
me too.
Exactly.
Actually, yeah. I'm looking for one in Krakow, so if you have any recommendations.
Yes, I have a lot, so I can share with you.
Perfect. Okay, we'll talk off the air after.
Yeah, exactly.
And I wanted to ask you about your dog too. What kind of dog do you have?
It's a Maltipoo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really small. It's like 1 kilogram of the dog. So
cute.
I'm taking her everywhere.
All right. Well, our time is almost up today, but I just have one final question for you, Klaudia.
Yes.
What advice would you give to yourself when you were just starting out in your career?
If I can turn back time, I would say to myself, be patient and persistent, as you need to understand that everything, what is your dream, will come. And everything takes time and effort, but you will manage.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much again, Klaudia, for being here and sharing your time and your experience with us, covering financial crime, strategies, customer service, RevWomen, squash, skiing. We can add many things to it. So really, thank you for taking the time to be here today.
Thank you so much, Alex. It was a pleasure to talk with you today.
And for those listening, thank you so much. You can add the podcast to your favorites so you don't miss an episode, and follow us on Instagram at Revolut Insider. Thanks for tuning in to the Revolut Insider podcast, where we explore Revolut's rocket ship from the inside out. Until next time, remember, the sky's not the limit. It's just the beginning. Revolut. Change the way you money.